The 1970s were loud, bold, and full of horsepower. While the world worried about oil and emissions, American automakers were busy building some of the most powerful machines ever to hit the streets. These cars didn't just look mean, they came with massive engines, insane torque, and attitude to match. Get ready, because we're counting down the 10 most powerful American cars of the 1970s. Number 10, 1971, Buick GSX Stage 1. In 1971, while other muscle cars stole the spotlight, the Buick GSX Stage 1 quietly emerged as one of the most powerful machines of the decade. While everyone was busy drooling over Chevelles and GTOs, this Buick quietly rolled in with a monster under the hood. A 455 cubic inch V8, officially rated at 360 horsepower, but insiders knew it was easily pushing over 400. The real kicker? A jaw-dropping 510 lb-ft of torque. That's more twist than many modern trucks. It wasn't just brute strength either. Features like rally ride control and a functional hood tack meant this thing could handle too. With bold stripes, a rear wing, and a growl that turned heads, the GSX was the muscle car nobody saw coming, but everybody remembered. Number 9, 1970 Plymouth Superbird 440 6-pack. The 1970 Plymouth Superbird looked like it was built to take flight, and it was designed for NASCAR domination. It came with that wild nose cone and towering rear wing to slice through the air at insane speeds. But somehow, this race-bred machine was street legal. Under the hood, a massive 440 cubic inch V8 with a 6-pack carb setup, 3 two-barrel carbs working together to crank out 390 horsepower. This wasn't just a car, it was a rolling thunderstorm. Only around 1,900 were made, which means if you saw one today, you were either at a car show or extremely lucky. With rally ride control, a hood tack, and jaw-dropping style, the Superbird wasn't subtle, it was legendary. Number 8, 1970, Ford Torino Cobra 429 Super Cobra Jet. If Mopar was the loud kid in class, the 1970 Ford Torino Cobra was the quiet one who could bench press a truck. Under the hood sat a 429 cubic inch Super Cobra Jet V8 with Ram Air, officially rated at 375 horsepower, but everyone knew it was packing more. Built for the drag strip, it came with a 4.31 rear axle, engine oil cooler, and heavy-duty internals that made it a quarter-mile assassin. It didn't just go fast, it launched like a missile. Ford gave it rally ride control and a functional hood scoop, but let's be honest, the real action was under that long, mean hood. Don't let the name Torino fool you. This Cobra had venom. Number 7, 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454 LS6. The 1970 Chevelle SS 454 LS6 wasn't just a muscle car, it was a street-legal thunderstorm on 4 wheels. Under the hood sat a monstrous 454 cubic inch V8, officially rated at 450 horsepower, but many believe it cranked out closer to 500. That made it the most powerful production car GM had ever built at the time. The LS6 version was built for the quarter mile, and when it launched, it did so with enough force to make your spine rethink its alignment. It came with performance features like rally ride control and a functional cowl induction hood that gulped in air like it was trying to swallow the road. If you saw one of these in your rearview mirror, you knew it meant business. Number 6, 1973 Pontiac Trans Am Super Duty 455. By 1973, most muscle cars were getting soft, choked by rising insurance costs and stricter emissions. But Pontiac had one last trick up its sleeve. The Trans Am Super Duty 455. This wasn't just another flashy Firebird, it was a street-legal beast with a race-ready soul. Under the hood sat a hand-built 455 cubic inch V8, beefed up with reinforced internals and serious engineering. Officially rated at 310 horsepower, real-world tests showed it delivered a lot more. Only 324 were made, 252 automatics and 72 manuals, making it one of the rarest and most underrated muscle cars ever built. With rally ride control, a shaker hood, and brutal low-end torque, the SD455 wasn't just surviving the muscle car era, it was ending it with a roar. Number 5, 1971 Dodge Charger RT 440 Magnum. The 1971 Dodge Charger RT was a muscle car that didn't just growl, it roared. With its aggressive front end, sculpted body, and unmistakable split grille, it looked ready to brawl even when parked. But the real star was the 440 Magnum V8 under the hood, pumping out a hefty 370 horsepower. This wasn't just brute force. It came with options like the track pack for serious performance and rally ride control for a smoother, more controlled ride. The hood tack made sure you never lost track of the revs while tearing down the road. As one of the last true performance-focused Chargers before the muscle car era started to fade, the 71 RT delivered equal parts style, speed, and swagger. Number 4, 1970 AMC Rebel Machine. In 1970, AMC, yes, the underdog of American automakers, decided it was time to join the muscle car party, and they didn't show up quietly. Enter the Rebel Machine, a bold red, white, and blue missile on wheels. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Under the hood sat a 390 cubic inch V8, pumping out 340 horsepower, launching it from 0 to 60 in just 6.4 seconds. Seriously quick, even by today's standards. It came standard with rally ride control, a functional hood scoop, and a big ol' hood tachometer to remind you this thing meant business. The Rebel Machine wasn't just powerful, it was patriotic, punchy, and proudly different. AMC might have been the little guy, but with the Machine, they hit like a heavyweight. Number 3, 1971 Plymouth GTX 440 6-barrel. In 1971, the Plymouth GTX was like a muscle car in a tuxedo. Classy, but with serious firepower. It offered 2 engine options, but the real beast was the 440 6-barrel, producing up to 390 horsepower. That's 3 2-barrel carbs feeding a monster under the hood. And if that wasn't enough, you could also opt for the legendary 426 HEMI. The GTX wasn't just about straight-line speed. It came with rally ride control, heavy-duty suspension, and the iconic air grabber hood that popped open to feed in cool air. It was smooth when you wanted it, and savage when you needed it. The 1971 model marked the end of the true high-output Mopar era, loud, proud, and built to leave a mark. Number 2, 1970 Oldsmobile 442 W30. In 1970, Oldsmobile threw on the gloves and stepped into the muscle car ring swinging hard. The 442 W30 wasn't just a stylish cruiser, it was a street-legal storm. Under the hood sat a massive 455 cubic inch V8, producing 370 horsepower and an earth-moving 500 lb-ft of torque. That meant serious speed. Low 13-second quarter-mile runs were totally doable straight from the factory. But it wasn't all brute force. The W30 packed serious upgrades. Rally ride control for sharper handling, a high-performance cam for extra punch, and a lightweight fiberglass hood with working scoops to feed its cold air induction system. It wasn't just about going fast, it was about doing it with style and control. This Oldsmobile had muscle, but it didn't lose its cool. And that hood-mounted tachometer? The perfect finishing touch. This was raw American power wrapped in a suit and tie. Number 1, 1970 Chrysler HEMI Cuda. If there's one car that perfectly captures the raw power and attitude of American muscle in the 1970s, it's the 1970 HEMI Cuda. This thing didn't just growl, it roared. Under the hood sat the legendary 426 HEMI V8 with dual 4-barrel carburetors, officially rated at 425 horsepower, but real-world numbers often climbed higher. It blasted down the quarter mile in the low 13s, and with slicks, even quicker. The Cuda wasn't just fast, it looked fast, with its aggressive stance, shaker hood, and no-nonsense design. Only around 700 HEMI Cudas were built that year, making it one of the rarest and most sought-after Mopars ever. It was loud, proud, and unapologetically American, the ultimate muscle machine of its time. From torque monsters to NASCAR legends, the 1970s gave us some of the most powerful American cars ever built. These machines weren't just fast, they were bold, loud, and unforgettable. If you enjoyed this ride through muscle car history, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more horsepower-packed content, and let us know your favorite beast from the list in the comments below.